Hey guys, so if you decide you'd like to give your hands a nice manicured appearance, this video will walk you through all the steps of what you need to know. It's very normal for guys to want to have a nice polished look on their hands because many people believe that how well you take care of your hands is a good reflection of how well you take care of yourself in general. I will go through some of the essential products that I believe you should look into, but I'll also talk about some other things you might want to add on or some kind of changes you might make to this procedure. Alright, so let's get started. First thing, if you already have polish on your nails, it's very important to start off using a non-acetone nail polish remover. Starting with clean hands is essential to making sure that the nails look good and your hands look good when you're all done. It shouldn't take more than 10 or 15 minutes to do this whole process. Non-acetone is important because it's less harsh on your hands, and acetone is generally reserved for artificial nails. Okay? All you gotta do is use a cotton ball and just scrub each nail individually. Next, you're going to want to file your nails. If you have really long nails to begin with, you might want to use a clipper. But generally, I try not to clip and I only file my nails. These are called emery boards. The ones I have are very inexpensive and they're only really meant to be used one time. You can buy metal files that can be used multiple times and cleaned in between each time. But I feel like metal files are too harsh on your nail and they cause it to split and not have a great finished product. So these are just emery boards and they're super inexpensive. You can find them almost anywhere. What I like to do is just put the emery board straight at a 90-degree angle to my nail and just file in a nice rounded shape here. It doesn't matter if you saw back and forth or if you go in one direction. In my experience, it doesn't make a difference in the end product. So give your nails a nice rounded appearance. That way they won't snag on you, that you won't scratch yourself, and more importantly, you won't be scratching anyone else. Okay? So just a nice rounded edge here. I have found in my experience that filing your nails really stimulates nail growth. But there's other things that stimulate nail growth too, such as massaging oil into your cuticles and using polish that's enriched with vitamins. Okay, so that looks good. Next step, you're going to want to use what's called an orange stick. This is essentially just a wooden dowel with a pointed end and a wedged end here, as you can see, okay? The pointed end is used to clean out underneath your nails. It's important to do that after you file because the filing process can sometimes push the nail shavings underneath of your nail. So go very gently under each nail and just pull out all the crud that might be stuck under there. These are great to keep around because if you ever get dirt or something stuck under your nail, you can use this little wooden dowel to quickly get it out. They're super inexpensive, and this is the package that it comes in. Okay? They're called nail care sticks here, but other brands might call them orange sticks. Now, the other side of this orange stick is used to push back your cuticle. The skin around the edge of your nail right here is called your cuticle. Sometimes it gets dry if you don't moisturize them. Some people tend to bite at the skin on the edges here, so it's very important that you just take the wedged end here and very gently just push back the skin. Okay, all you're doing is just detaching it from the actual nail and just pushing it back. There's no need to clip or anything like that. Clipping oftentimes promotes your cuticles to become dry, so I just like to push them back like that. Okay, now the next step in making sure your cuticles look nice and moisturized is to use some kind of moisturizer. I prefer this. This is a pure vitamin E oil and it has a brush inside. So what you do is you just take the oil and you brush it right at the cuticle of each nail here. You're going to want to let this soak in for about 3 or 4 minutes before moving on to the next process. Okay? Other products you can use are this. This is actually a moisturizing cream specifically for your cuticles. It's called Healthy Hoof. And it's enriched with protein, and I like to put this on at nighttime before I go to bed. You just take a little tiny dab here and rub it into your cuticle right just like that. It's really nice and rich, and you just rub it in, and then when you wake up in the morning, you'll have really great moisturized skin around your nails. If you don't have access to either of these products, the vitamin E oil or the Healthy Hoof, you can always use a triple antibiotic ointment such as Neosporin. This is just the generic brand, but basically it's Vaseline, petroleum jelly, with 3 antibiotics. if you do have a habit of biting the skin around your nails, the antibiotics will help your skin heal a little bit faster, okay? But generally, these are going to be your best options here, the oil and the cream. Now that we've given this a chance to absorb, and sometimes I will just rub it in a little bit to help the absorption go a little bit faster, you're going to want to wash your hands. So I would go to the sink and use just a hand soap to get off all the oil, but today I'm just going to wipe it off with a clean cotton ball here. It is very important that you remove all of the oil before moving on to the next step. Okay. Of course, if you don't want to use polish, you can always stop right here. But I prefer to use a little bit of polish because it gives your hands a really great finish, okay? My favorite and all-time favorite polish is by a brand called Seche. Here's the box. It is a matte finish nail polish and it lasts for at least 7 or 8 days. It's very, very difficult to find a polish that lasts that long. And this one being with a matte finish just really is a nice finishing touch for your manicure, okay? So you can buy this at any drugstore. Seche Natural. Basically, it looks like a typical bottle of nail polish, and all you got to do here is take out your brush fully loaded and do one stroke right down the middle and then one on each side. Don't worry about smoothing out any ridges in the polish because the polish will do it on its own. You just do one down the center and then one on each side, just like that. Doesn't take a long time. You don't need to do more than one coat. I also experimented with that a lot, and I found that one coat lasted longer. So that's good because in the long run, you save your polish. You don't have to go out and buy more, and it lasts longer. Okay, so that's all it takes. Just give it a few moments to dry before you do anything else. Some other products that you might want to try if you don't want to use polish are called buffing blocks, and I have 2 examples here. This one is 3-sided. I know it's a square and it has 4 sides, but 2 of the sides are exactly the same. All it is really is step 1 is prepping the nails. So you would take this and rub it very rigorously across one nail at a time. Step 2 is buffing. It's this green side here. And step 3 is the white side, and that is to make it shine. These blocks are awesome, but they only last for about 3 or 4 uses. So if you're looking into it, you should buy more than one. This one is by Revlon. It's called Crazy Shine, and it's only 2 sides, which I really like. Not to mention it has a teardrop shape, so you can really get into the edges around your nails, give a nice smooth finish, and then you're going to shine it with the white side. They're very inexpensive, and it's a good alternative to nail polish. Some product things that you should avoid are cuticle clippers. These are just little tiny scissors that you would go around the base of your nail and clip off the excess skin. If you're not experienced in giving manicures, I don't recommend these because it's way too easy to take off too much skin. You can do more damage than good. Similar to that is this tool here. It's like a nail cuticle auger. And what you do is you take this V-shaped knife here and you just scoop all around your edges there, and it just takes off the extra skin. This one is even worse than the clippers and it's so easy to take off way too much skin, so just stay away from this the best you can. You'd be better off just using an orange stick and pushing your cuticles back. Alright guys, now keep in mind if you do use polish, you're going to want to go every couple of days, use your non-acetone remover, take it off and put on a fresh coat. You can always touch up your nails with the orange stick, clean underneath, and keep yourself looking good. If you want to do your nails, I totally support you, and I think that you'd be very impressed with how good they look afterwards. As you can see, they don't look, you know, as compared, this side doesn't have any polish on, and see how they look. And this side does have a light layer of the natural finish nail polish, and look at the difference. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you learned something from this video. Have a great day.